It's said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, where they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible.
Turning it on! The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's back. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Canes are in the red zone. Off play action on first down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Looking to pass. It's Moss. He makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's golden. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the summer.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those playthroughs.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Back to throw, it's Beck. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marion. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Have a day. We're in the first quarter and already he's over 100 yards receiving.
This is ridiculous. Obviously, this coaching staff, they made a concerted effort and decision to get this guy involved in the game on offense early. They are doing exactly that.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Bringing the heat. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but man, gotta do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. Got his man. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous now.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's Moss. Got his man quickly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, He causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball down the field, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Moss. Pucks it out of the air.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to Brown. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really the only...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Beck. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
That is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Creates a little space. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Moss. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're number one in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, running back gets the give. Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marion. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catch in the middle. It's Marion. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, K! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 34 yards, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Moss. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Fires left. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field. Seeing the guy can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Set to kick off. Looking for blocker. And the returner will be knocked down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cardinals have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. A good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. At midfield, he's got room.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Moss. Snagged in the middle, it's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Got a man. It's Marriott.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's back. Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires toward the target. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after them.
He'll take a shot. Cardinals. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you.
35.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's back. With the catch, it's Fletcher. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Fakes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Back to throw, it's back. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Moss. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second and goal for the offense. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Louisville! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Beck. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And they spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's going to throw deep right side. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? A 1st down run on the doorstep. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.